And he's a complicated guy. He appoints a reasonable person who's much more conservative than I am, but for somebody you can talk to his chief of staff, and then the senior advisor is a Nazi. I mean, what, you know.
Okay, hang on, slow down. Well, this is interesting. You're talking about Reince Priebus, who is the chairman of the Republican National Party. Right. He's now his chief of staff.
Right.
Steve Bannon, who ran something called Breitbart News.
Right, which is a far-right anti-Semitic publication.
You called him a Nazi?
Well, he's anti-Semitic, he's anti-black, and he's anti-women.
He's openly said, I'm part of the quote-unquote alt-right. He is Donald Trump's chief strategist. What does that tell you?
It makes me very nervous. I mean, it calls into question Donald Trump's judgment, and that's the problem. So we don't know what to expect from Donald Trump.
You know, when people like to throw around this word Nazi, it's a pretty big word.
It's a big word, and I don't usually use it unless somebody's really anti-Semitic, really misogynist.
You really believe he's that? I mean, again,
go look at Breitbart News. You'll make up your own mind.
Some will say, look, Donald Trump's daughter married Steve Kushner, who's an Orthodox Jewish guy. How do you square the circle?
That's a very good question. I have no idea how he squares the circle. That's a very good question.
Do minorities have something to fear in Donald Trump's America?
Yes, I mean, the number of hate crimes has quadrupled since he's been president, as they did after Brexit. When you run a campaign based on hate, which is what he did, you run a terrible risk of somehow liberating people's worst instincts, and that's just what's happened. It's the same thing that Farage did in Europe.
Let's talk about security.
Mm-hmm.
He has expressed